now will know that they are late, and someone can man that waiting room. So I just want to say welcome, everybody. And it is halftime. Today kicks off the second half of this SC1 push. And I don't know about you, but most sports games that I ever watch, there's more points scored in the second half than in the first half. The first half is all about reevaluating and just kind of getting a feel for the opponent, assess and address, calling a couple timeouts. I want you to take a moment real fast, and I'd like for you to grab your pen and, see how many things you could draw out. What are the biggest lessons that you've learned, Cutco or non-Cutco, since you started this push? Not since you started the job, just since last Sunday. What are the things you learned with demo creation? What are the things you learned with sales? What are the things that you learned about phoning? What have you learned about recommendations? What are the reminders? What are some reminders that showed up for you that you're like, wow, I forgot about that one, or that was a good reminder for me? What are some things that showed up during this last? And if you're a manager listening, it's like, what are some things you learn about coaching people through the emotional roller coaster of a push? And thanks for manning the waiting room. Obviously, we want to make a list of all these people that are tardy, so that way we can have conversations with them, branches and districts. Give me another 30 seconds. What are the lessons that showed up about demo creation, getting recommendations, any of the scenario-based coaching we've provided, any of the time management stuff, anything about overcoming obstacles, anything about listening to critics, anything about self-confidence? So while you're finishing this up, I'm going to play a video. I'm going to share my screen here. And you may have seen this movie, you may have seen this clip, but it's one of my favorites. But this is halftime. It's a great halftime speech.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time.
One call at a time.
Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's the team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys.
Let's go, everybody.
That's all it is. Now,
What are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do?
I love this clip. I love this clip because right now, I think about some of the lessons that show up for some of us. One big one that shows up for me is where's the camaraderie? Where's the team camaraderie for the Florida Coast leaders right now, right? Someone posts in the chat, it's crickets, right? Maybe there's like only people from their team. It's like, hey, DDJ, cool. You know, where's the hot updates? Where's the support? Where's the love? I love what he says. It's either we heal as a team or we will die as individuals. So it's like, he says that's what football is, but that's what Cutco is. The fun part of a push is the circle of influence. The fun part of a push is the positive pressure. The fun part of a push is being willing to learn and grow in the higher level of coaching that you're signing up for. That's the fun part of the push. The push isn't waking up in the morning and hearing me and Andrew and the other districts and branches. That's not the fun part of the push. The fun part of the push is in the game, in the trenches, getting your 5 points for the day, supporting each other. Got another point, right? And he says the 6 inches in front of your face and I can't make you do it. What does that mean? What does that mean to me? That's the phone calls. That's going into that appointment. That's feeding your mind instead of watching Netflix. That's feeding your body with a workout or nutritious food instead of, a hamburger or fast food or, taking a nap. It's the 6 inches in front of your face. It's the small actions daily. The second half is where championships are won. The second half is where the champions show up. The second half is where you get your promotion. There's several of you up for assistant manager intern promotions. Those of you that get an intern promo in June can be running your own team in July. And then running your entire own office next May. What an exciting track that you can put yourself on. All because of how you finish this push. But again, I can't make you do it. You got to look at the person next to you. and you'll see someone that's willing to do it with you. It says, yes, I'll fight and I'll die for that inch. What does that mean? I will make that extra call. I will support you. You support me. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do the tough. Let's go through the tough. It's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. So we're about to go and embark on this next half. We're about to hit the phones. We're about to go make our appointments, create our appointments. Tomorrow night is our which should be the best Wednesday phone jam that you've ever had. We're excited about that. And I hope you are too. So I asked all of you to write something down. We'll take 3 minutes on that, and then we'll take 45 minutes to make some phone calls before I give you some scenarios. What showed up for you? 3 minutes at 8:15, boom, 45 minutes on the phones, sending Facebook messages, creating appointments. What showed up? Who'd like to share? We only have 3 minutes, so hurry up. Now we're down to 2. Cool.
Time
Alex
management.
Derry. Let's go. Brittany. Go Brittany first, and then we'll go to Alex Derry.
Sorry, time management was one of the things that really showed up for me, and just being able to organize your day. So between the demos and then giving yourself time to breathe.
Excellent. So making sure you know how to rejuvenate, but also know how to be productive. We got getting lessons with some time management. Excellent. Let's go, Alex Derry. Let's take and then keep going. Let's roll.
So for me, what showed up is making those necessary halftime adjustments. So like I recorded my demo yesterday, and you gave me some tips. So I'm trying to learn from that. Like you said, I had to be more enthusiastic with my customers in the demos, not sound as boring. So I'm going to try to be more engaged and sound more fun with the demo. And then I can use that on my second half.
Yeah. Here's the thing. To Alex's point, when you say to what he's saying, even when he says, "I don't want it not to sound that much, not to sound boring," right? What's the opposite of saying the same thing? It's like, I'm going to sound excited. I'm going to be present. What's interesting enough with sales representatives, it's like when you have no sales in a row, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of this. When you have 10 homemaker sets in a row, it's like, this is awesome. I'm gonna have a 20K push, right? And it's like we go on this emotional roller coaster with the results. So you don't need results to put yourself in the energetic that you had 10 homemakers in a row. You can believe that to be the truth, and you can bring that energy into your next appointments. So, and that's what's exciting about this push. Let's keep rolling. Let's go to Cecilia, and then Spencer, and then Kat. And that should take us to 8:15.
I liked how the video was saying all of the work that it was basically saying all the work that everyone puts in is the difference between if you're gonna win or lose. So that was pretty interesting to think about.
Great. Thanks for sharing, Cecilia. Let's go to Spencer and then Kat.
For me, I'm also a full-time student right now, so I think especially during the SC1 push, time management is in everything, and especially having a great communication line with your manager is huge, massive.
Yeah. How often? I mean, Spencer, you just had a nice couple orders. I mean, how many times a day are you reaching out either on WhatsApp or calls to your coach?
Oh man, I always do in the morning after every meeting, and then usually at night we'll have about a 20 to 30-minute conversation every night.
Yeah, all coaches and managers should take note of that. At the end of every day, spending 20, 30 minutes debriefing, not with everyone, but with the guy who's on the alliance that's stepping up and selling big and doing his thing. Yeah, I would give that guy 20 minutes a day for sure.
Yeah, I'll just make a comment on that too. That's the case. I would argue 99% of the time there's a high correlation to people that we coach and we call in the most and the people that don't and how much they sell. The people, there's a certain handful of you all that you hop on these calls every single morning, and then we don't hear from you all day long. Yeah, we see you at 8 a.m. We say, see ya, and then we don't, no texts, no more calls. You have 4 appointments, but we don't hear from any of them. And then there's other people that there's at least 15 or 20 phone calls going back and forth all day long. You signed up for the Alliance to get the extra coaching, but you have to hold up your 50% to actually follow through and get the coaching and receive the leadership, receive the guidance. And I think it really shows in the results when you're getting that too.
Excellent. Let's go, Kat Morgan. We'll transition to our break rooms for some phoning.
You sent actually a podcast from Matt, and he was talking about the dropped down from the last 8 and 9 pages, and that was actually really powerful for me. And talking about the tone and the body language and memorizing, and you're also talking about, if you always ask, if you don't ask, then they won't buy, and all that kind of was very kind of powerful for me.
Yep. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So that was Matt King doing his close YouTube video. So excellent, Kat. Let's go ahead and let's work on our business. We got 43 minutes, and then I'm excited to give you some scenarios that are going to support you, with your sales days today. So, ready to roll? Let's do this thing.
Maya, what office are you? What office are you?
Oh, okay, sorry.
What office are you so I can put you into your right room?
Like, what office city are you in? You can change your name or just.
Spring Hill. Sorry.
You're
I'm
good.
sorry. Early.
Ashley Peckin. I think that's Tampa. Okay, cool. All right, I'm moving to my team.